What's up, you guys? Welcome back and welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys the brand new wheels and tires that I installed onto my Tacoma. I'm going to show you guys which ones I got and why I did it. If you guys are interested, make sure to stay tuned. Let's get into it. Alright, you guys, so now I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what wheel and tire we ended up going with. I'm also going to be explaining towards the end of the video why we went from these to these. So if you guys are curious on that, make sure to stay tuned until the end of the video. But let's go ahead and just start off with some specifications and something cool about these. This is going to be a rough country tire and a rough country wheel. You heard that correctly. Like I said, I'll give you the specs right now, but I wanted to go ahead and mention this really quick. Cool thing what Rough Country offers is already mounted and balanced, and also with tire pressure sensors inside if you go ahead and purchase it from their website. So if you want to go ahead and purchase any of this at the end of the video, check out the description box below. I've linked all this there. So I thought that was pretty cool. One thing to take note on though, I did notice, if I was you guys, just to play it safe, go ahead and have someone rebalance them just to be sure. The little wheel weights could fall off on the way to your house, stuff like that. It's better to be safe than sorry, but it's cool that they actually mount them onto it. That way you don't have to go to a tire shop or anything like that. If you really want to just slap them on right when they get to your house, slap them on, you're ready to go. So let's go ahead and just start off with the specifications on these tires. So this is going to be the Rough Country Mud Terrain 35 by 12.5 by 17. And this is going to be a 10 ply mud terrain tire, range E, just in case you guys are curious on that. And you did hear that correctly. This is a rough country mud terrain tire. I was just as stunned as you guys. If you guys didn't know, I guess Rough Country makes tires now. So we're gonna, of course, have to give these a shot. There's not much reviews or testing done on them. So I'm gonna go ahead and see how they do overall. Right off the bat, taking these on the freeway, one thing I did notice is they are slightly louder than my previous Toyo open country tires, but that could just be because these are mud terrains, where before I had RT hybrid tires. So it could just be because of that. Who knows? I'm gonna have to, like I said, test these out on road, off road, and then a couple more highway miles on these. And you can expect a full-on review video down the road of both the wheels and tires. You can stay tuned for that if you're curious. But like I said, we're gonna have to test these out. I haven't seen any reviews or actual testing done on them. So who knows how these will be. They could be really, really good tires for a good affordable price, or they could be bad tires. Who knows? We'll have to just test these out. Just in case you guys are curious, as far as the pricing on these tires that I have specifically in this size, they run about $299 each. So just keep that in mind. It is an affordable mud terrain tire compared to others where they're like $400 to $500 plus a tire. So if you do want something budget, there you guys go. Description box below. Like I said, I'll test these out over time on road and off road. So there'll be a review video down the road. For now, I could tell you right off the bat, they look really, really nice, pretty aggressive overall on the side. And then right here up top on the tread, it does have a lot of lines, creases, cuts, and it might do really, really good in mud. Like I said, I don't know. I have to test them out. I'm just telling you guys off what I see right now. Now let's go ahead and get on the specifications of the actual wheels that we have here. So first off, you're gonna notice the color. The color is gray and the trim around it is going to be black. So I wanted to go ahead and tell you guys, I picked this specific wheel, one, because of the look, the way it looks, it's really, really nice, at least in my opinion. And then two, this goes with the aesthetic of my whole truck. And what I mean by that is the coloring of the wheel is exactly the same as my actual truck. And then as far as the trim that goes around here and the center cap, it's black. So it goes with all the black accents I have on the truck. So overall, it just makes it for a really, really good wheel on my Tacoma. Everything matches. So if you want to check these out, same thing, description box below. As far as the specs on these are going to be the Rough Country 85 series simulated beadlock wheels. And these ones are 17 by 9 with a -18 offset. They do offer them in different offsets and sizes. So if you want to check them out, check out the description box below. They also offer many different wheels. Just like I said, I picked this one specifically with the most aggressive offset because of my application and just the looks of it overall. And it's gonna be the same thing, like I said, with the tire. There's not much reviews or anything on these, so I don't know personally how well they'll do off-road, but that's what we're here to do. We're going to be testing these for a couple months on and off-road, and we'll see how they handle. We'll see if these things break apart or if they actually hold up and they end up being a really, really good wheel. And with that being said, as far as the price on these, they're pretty affordable. These are actually about $215 each wheel. So if you think about it, that's really budget for a nice looking wheel. Like I said, I don't know how they'll do off-road. That's what we're here to do, test them out in the long term. But as far as it being a nice, affordable, good looking wheel, 215 bucks each, you can't beat that compared to what I had before. Those were like 500 plus a wheel. That's something to keep in mind if you guys are trying to go on a budget setup. This could be your route right here. Now, the reason why I went from my previous setup to this one, I want to go ahead and state this right now. I still have my previous wheels and tires. They're at home, and those are going to stay there for when I do plan on doing like really, really hard trails as far as rock crawling. These are going to be more for like my on-road use and also like mild off-roading. So like I said, that's what we'll kind of test these for. I don't really want to put these through rocks like I did with my previous wheels because they're actually nice. I don't want to damage them. So these are going to be like my pretty wheels. But the reason why I switched is, one, I wanted to go ahead and give the truck a new look for 2025. So this is kind of where we started with. And then two, the other ones, they were actual true bead locks. So a couple things with true bead lock wheels, if you guys don't know, every time you guys go off-road or every month or so, or even after a couple thousand miles, you need to keep retorquing them. And in all honesty, for the longevity that I had those wheels, it kind of got annoying. So yes, I love those wheels and they're really, really good off-road, don't get me wrong. It's just, it kind of sucked having to go back and forth, always have to go out there, retorque each little bolt all the time. It gets annoying. For those of you guys that do have true bead locks, you guys know what I'm talking about. And then the second thing, right here in California, Southern California specifically, they're actually really illegal to have on road. And those were the dailies. I mean, I ran them for a long time. Good thing we never had a problem, got pulled over or anything like that. But that was in the back of my mind all the time. Every time we traveled, I was worried I was gonna get pulled over and get a big ticket for that. Where these, I won't have to worry about any of that because it's not, it's a simulated bead lock, so it's not a true bead lock. And then also, I won't have to keep retorquing these over and over and over after every couple miles or after every time we go off-road. So it's just kind of more of a peace of mind for me why I ended up switching these out. And I also wanted to give rough country a chance, and they're good looking. Don't get me wrong, especially if you ever see this in person, let me know. But I think it looks really good in person. So that's kind of the main reason. And then like I had said earlier about the color combo with the truck looks really good compared to before. You know, I had the black center with the silver trim. I personally never liked that silver trim. It was cool because it did stand out when you were driving down the highway or from far away, people could see it. This is a little bit more, I guess, discreet. So there's the specifications on it. There's the reasoning behind why I ended up switching to this. I know today's video is kind of short, but I just wanted to go ahead and reveal this before I actually do a review down the road. That way you guys get an idea of what I'm running, why I'm running it, and just how they look. So once again, if you guys do want to go ahead and purchase them now, check out the description box below, or you guys can always wait until we do that full-on review video in a couple months. But like I said, if you're looking for an affordable wheel and tire, this is going to be your way. Keep in mind, I haven't ran these for long. I literally just put them on, so we'll see down the road. Heck yeah. If you guys enjoyed today's quick video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
JesseRizo is here for you. It's here for you. Like I said, it's super simple. Please feel free to subscribe.